Ooh. So apparently Lara Croft has a girlfriend now, huh? All right. Well, let's see what that's all about.
Looks like the gay leaks were more than likely true in what we expect to see with upcoming Lara Croft in future media, including the Netflix animation where they just dropped a new teaser trailer and it does not look good. This is going to be a mess. If you don't know what the leaks I'm referring to are, I've covered this at length over the past couple years or so. But yeah, leaks and rumor, or alleged leaks and rumors saying that, hey, Lara Croft will have a girlfriend in the next game.
Do you think there's a foreign entity that's taken over our media that's destroying it on purpose? That's what I think.
And Lara Croft will quit tomb raiding to retire with this girlfriend while an Indian girl becomes the next Tomb Raider, so on and so forth. And those leaks received terrible reception. So I'm sure a lot of changes were made because I do believe those leaks were true, given that the source where the leaks came from. However, they did receive such terrible backlash that I'm sure they will make some changes from those, and it has been a couple years now since we originally saw the leaks. But the girlfriend leak does appear to be true. I'm surprised they didn't do an interracial thing, even though they do make Lara Croft look less British now. But still, the original Lara Croft did have a.
Is this real? Wait, hold up. Is this real? Or is this just speculation? Did they actually make her gay? Because, like, just make your own game and make the character gay. Why do you gotta make an actual existing character who was not gay? Did she even was she even straight? Did she even have like any kind of sexual relationships? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Just like come up with your own stuff. These people are stupid and evil.
A lot more of an ambiguous, racially ambiguous look because of her tanned skin and dark features and all that. So that isn't really egregious to me. But I mean, the art is ugly. The androgynous body type is ugly. Same here. Like, why do they not want to draw women looking like women? This looks like a male body. Look how the widest point is the shoulders, tapers down to very tiny hips, no butt.
Everything's starting to look like gray aliens. You know, the tall grays, how they're just kind of genderless and tall and skinny, they all look the same. That's what we're heading toward. That's what these people want. The only thing that's gonna make us stand out is the stuff that we put on our body. The vanity is what's gonna make us stand out instead of our natural quirks.
Kind of same going on here, but they did give her boobs. But what's weird about it is they made her so barrel chested that in the boot it just doesn't.
It's like she's wearing bandages over her chest, like Mulan when she was going to war pretending to be a man.
It looks weird. It's almost like they're technically large in circumference, but they're flat. It's like they're giant pancakes on her chest.
They're being
basically.
bound.
Okay,
I think that's
and
what they call it. They call it binding.
Weird, but at the end of the day, what they've been doing with female characters is uglifying them. Lara Croft is supposed to look like this.
I think they're being uglified because the people who are designing these characters are themselves ugly and they're projecting themselves into the content that they're creating.
Lara Croft is she's supposed to look like what we've seen even in the Tomb Raider remasters. We've gotten actual fans who worked on the Tomb Raider remasters, and they gave us a very beautiful, classic looking Lara Croft, okay? I know it's not realistic, but neither is this, okay? So while the trailer didn't outright confirm that this is going to be her girlfriend, it definitely appears that way. I mean, she grabs her hand, she has this very lesbian haircut because of course, and she does say to the effect in the teaser, which I would play the teaser for you guys, but you know, now Netflix be with all that copyright stuff. So I can just kind of go through some frames with you. She does tell Lara Croft in the trailer, well, this is what you're choosing, as if she didn't want her to choose this, to do this adventure stuff. Here it is. Or don't make the same mistakes he did. Probably talking about her dad, because they cannot get over Lara Croft's dad being shoehorned in everything. Meanwhile, in the actual classic source material, Lara Croft's dad was not an archaeologist.
They don't know. They don't care. They're going to change the character because they like this new one better. They think the old one sucks.
Lara Croft's dad was still alive. Her parents disowned her because she chose a life of adventure. But instead, what Crystal Dynamics have wanted to do, and even the first movie did this, they wanted to make Lara Croft follow her dad's footsteps. And I just think it's incredibly odd. So, oh, don't make the same mistakes he did, she says. And here she grabs her hand. She's looking at her. She also said something. Yeah. Is this the life you've chosen? This sounds very much like we heard from the leaks. So Lara Croft, in the leaks, Lara Croft's girlfriend is basically trying to talk her out of this life of tomb raiding, even though the Netflix people and Crystal Dynamics have already made it clear they don't want Lara Croft to be a tomb raider anymore. She is a truth seeker now. She doesn't raid tombs anymore. She doesn't steal artifacts anymore, because that goes against all of their woke ideology to make a character, because especially a female character has to be a Mary Sue. A female character has to be perfect. She is not allowed to be a morally, honestly, classic Lara Croft was very much more along the scope of an anti-hero, and they can't have that now. So they've got to make her just be goody two-shoes. She can't steal from cultures, even so much to where in a collaboration with Hero Wars, she gives artifacts back to the demons, literally demons, that she took them from.
If she's stealing from other cultures, that's promoting children to steal from other cultures. That's what Tomb Raider does. That's what they think.
Because, oh, she can't steal from demons. So this definitely appears to be her girlfriend, who in the next game, if the leaks do play out, she talks Lara Croft into retiring so that she can live a life with her girlfriend. Mind you, Lara Croft was not created as that kind of character.
So it's not confirmed that she has a girlfriend, but this definitely seems like it's going to be one of those kind of emotional relationship kind of characters. Even if they don't make it sexual, they're definitely going to point it in that direction, it seems. And just don't. Why? If you can't make an interesting game, just don't make your game. They can't just do that. They have to destroy it.
Lara Croft was created as a character who, according to the actual game lore, she had an arranged marriage with a man, and she was going to marry him, but then after enduring a plane crash, she decided, hey, you know what, this upper class aristocratic lifestyle isn't what I want. Instead, she wanted a life of adventure. She didn't move forward with the arranged marriage, and she chose a life.
You know what I think actually happened? I think these companies are garbage, and they accidentally they accidentally made some good franchises, and the good people got picked off by better companies because these companies are garbage, and they just keep having to hire people for low wages, and that's what you get when you pay low wage. I can't talk today, and that's what you get when you pay low wages. I don't know. It's probably a million things.
Life of adventure instead of a romantic life, and she was not.
Definitely DEI.
She didn't do any romance at all. Now there is later on, once Angel of Darkness came out, Curtis Trent was introduced. The developers have stated that they were planning on making them have a romantic connection later on, but the series was taken to them from that. But in the actual classic lore, talking especially the original 5 games, she was not having any romantic pursuits at all, and that
That's what
wasn't
I
the
thought.
direction they were going to go with this character and with her stories, because ultimately that would bog down a game series focused on adventure. This isn't about Lara Croft's personal life, even though that's all Netflix wants to do here is make this about Lara Croft and her personal emotional journey. That's not what Tomb Raider was supposed to be about. Tomb Raider was supposed to be about this.
I don't even really care if the original Tomb Raider wasn't supposed to be about that. They're just doing it very badly. I don't care if they bring some emotion into it. Just do it well. But obviously they're not, so don't do it. But they're not listening.
This woman who was so focused on a life of adventure, psychotically so, she would anybody who got in her way would pay the price. She was selfishly motivated. Sometimes she did good if that aligned with her interest.
I'm just done with franchises at this point. I think I'm just going to keep watching new IPs and watching out for new IPs, because the franchises, eventually they die. Like these big long franchises like Star Wars, Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed. I'm just gonna stick to the anime, I guess. Anime and just random shows like Shogun, which just also happens to be Japanese. Isn't that funny? Japanese seems to be normal media still, for now, for the most part. Until it comes to America, and then it gets all jumbled up with that subtitles crap that was happening, and the dubs. That was it. It was the dubs, not the subtitles. Might have been both, probably both.
But she didn't try to be some hero. That wasn't her goal. She was just a rambunctious person, who adrenaline junkie, honestly psychotic person. And that was super fun. That was really fun to play a game to play a game series like that. I mean, you see this heightened so much in Tomb Raider 2. Everywhere Lara went, chaos followed.
I'm gonna have to replay those games, but I remember some of them being kind of difficult, some of them being kind of garbage.
She was a shoot first,
But I'll
ask
play 'em
questions
still.
later type of character. So they've dramatically changed her beyond recognition in that. So this trying to give her a girlfriend thing, seemingly what appears to be going on, definitely is not in line with Lara Croft. It's one of those take a female character, make her lame and gay things, as we've seen I was gonna say Star Wars, but as we've seen South Park meme. We see this crap in Star Wars and stuff a lot too. Also, this frame, I pointed out when I commented on this, because Lara Toomer here says, it's official, Lara Croft has now become a lesbian. Netflix can't help it, can they? And they tagged me and some other people, and I said, looks like the GF from the leaks, but maybe not. Either way, looks terribly cringe, and they're both drawn with weird androgynous bodies, which I shared here and said Netflix has given Lara Croft a Steven
It's just
Universe
so ugly.
body. Which, I mean, this is her in the Legend outfit. Let me just remind you guys what Lara Croft looked like in Tomb Raider Legend. Granted, I don't think Tomb Raider, I like classic Tomb Raider a lot better than the Legend trilogy and stuff. And the Legend trilogy did introduce a lot of garbage that has lore wise, but it looked good at least. And this is what Lara Croft looked like in Tomb Raider Legend. She had a very feminine physique. Yes, it's not necessarily super realistic, but not.
I like the way it looks. I don't remember playing those though, the Legend series. I played the original ones, and then I played the remakes. The Shadow of the Tomb Raider trilogy, whatever you call that trilogy. I played those. I like those. Those are pretty good.
It still looked good, and it wasn't as unrealistic as this even. This looks like straight up a Steven Universe character. What even is going on with this? And so they shared this frame of.
She looks like the Danny Phantom's mom's sister that lives out in the middle of the woods. She looks like a butch.
especially, I said, oh my goodness, what even is that? And so then of course there's always the gaslighters that have to make you think you're crazy, that have to say, oh, you're being ridiculous, you're being unreasonable. So they said, oh no, the Tomb Raider who needs to free climb has muscles, how will they ever recover? Like, this looks like realistic muscles. Even it doesn't. She just looks like she's just drawn big. This isn't some muscle tone, she's just drawn.
How do we portray somebody who got big muscle? Big arm.
Big. Her thighs are just tubular. Arms and thighs are tubular. Everything is just big. So, okay.
Just bad
they
animation.
Want to make fans happy. Oh, look, we're giving you the
Bad
legend
all
outfit.
around.
And she looks like this. Please, put it back. I don't want it. So I said, meanwhile, actual climbers look like this and not a
Yes.
Steven Universe character.
And that's what Tomb Raider should be looking like. That's what a normal person looks like. And then they think that it's over-sexualizing somebody to make them look like a normal person, a normal athletic person doing athletic things.
Character. Why can't they make Lara Croft look like this? If they're claiming that it's about realism, then why can't they make Lara Croft look like this woman? She's beautiful. Her physique, she's a literal rock climber, so it works. Or what about this woman? See how she's got muscle tone?
Because they don't know how to animate. They're all bad. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to market. They don't know how to direct. They don't know how to do nothing. It was cheap.
Up, but she still looks like a woman. Granted, I like Lara Croft to look exaggerated. I like Lara Croft to look like an idealistic beauty. Like, hey, you look at her and say, man, that's goals, even though it's not even realistic. Not to the point of where it's like, oh, okay, here's some pornographic looking stuff. No, nobody wants that. And the classic games didn't do that. But to have, like, just like with superhero dudes, right? They're shredded, they are jacked, and they look very, I mean, they're not attainable physiques, but it's cool. It gives you it portrays the character on their physical outside. So the way that Lara Croft looked in the classic games,
I want my main characters to look ridiculous, like they were put here by the gods. I don't want a normal person. If I wanted to play as a normal person, I would just be a normal person, you know? I don't want to be myself in a video game. I'm lame. I sit here all the time and do nothing but take care of 4 dogs. That sucks. Who wants to watch that? Who wants to be that?
right here, see, because look at this. People complain, oh, it's just they just objectified her too much. No, this doesn't look pornographic at all. Not even close. It's just
I see people out in public looking like that all the time, 24/7, especially in the summer. Even in the winter, there are people that are walking around like that. Like, that's a normal way to look.
It's a very athletic physique, a very strong athletic physique with some exaggerations on it. But dude, seriously, you can go on TikTok and look at girls at the gym that have very similar physiques to this. This is just a little exaggerated, but not even that drastically so. So the thing is, though, is what they're doing with this Netflix art style and all that is just as exaggerated.
She's basically an Olympian. If you see girls in the Olympics, what are they wearing? Are they wearing stuff that looks like that, or are they wearing skimpy little outfits?
It is not any less exaggerated. It's just exaggerated to look worse. I mean, come on. So this is going to be a trash fire. One thing that we've seen from this Netflix stuff that it also validates these leaks and rumors is Devereaux being in there. He is the villain. Basically, he's the one who, from what we've seen in interviews and stuff, seems to have more characteristics of classic Lara Croft than this Lara Croft does, but I digress. I'm sure they've got some more villain elements as well. But that's the thing is you can take certain scenes from classic Tomb Raider games and you would see Lara Croft as a villain in that, really. She wanted a helicopter. In Tomb Raider 3, runs up to a helicopter. The pilot smiles at her and she pew pews him and steals his helicopter. I mean, that's the thing. Lara Croft isn't supposed to be some goody two shoes. But here, yeah, in this Netflix stuff, October 10th, we've got this emotional adventure where it looks like Lara Croft is going to be having an inner battle with herself of what kind of Tomb Raider she wants to be. And oh no, she's seeing a dark side of herself and she doesn't like that. She's got to come out of this nicer and oh no, look here. Oh, grief, death, and destruction. I mean, oh my goodness, jacked. Here.
Make me care. Make me care. Guess what? You're not gonna. So stop. Stop with the emotional stuff. I hate it. I hate having. I just want a badass game. I just want a badass game. If it's a game that's supposed to have emotion, give it emotion. This is not supposed to have emotion. I understand this is not a game. I understand this is a show, but it still holds the same. I ain't gonna watch it. I would have watched it if it would have been good because I love Tomb Raider, but I don't watch bad stuff anymore. Avatar, Avatar: The Last Airbender, that was the last straw for me. I pushed it with Borderlands because I love the Borderlands franchise, but I watched it for free, so I didn't feel as bad about watching that one, but I did waste my time.
Here she is like, oh no, I unalived this guy. That's just not Lara Croft. Lara Croft was very rambunctious. She wasn't this super emotional character at all. And she wasn't supposed to be, and that's not fun. It's a video game. It's a video game. All right, anyway, I could rant about this forever because y'all know Tomb Raider is my favorite thing. Actual Tomb Raider. Classic stuff. The new stuff doesn't count for me. So anyway, there you have it for this.
I think the remake trilogy was fine. I liked it a lot. The new stuff like this stuff, no thank you.